listening to the Daily Yogi podcast. Every weekday, I'll share timeless yogi wisdom in bite-sized relatable lessons you can apply immediately to help you expand your perspective on life. Through 27 years of imprisonment, Nelson Mandela faced daily humiliations designed to break his spirit. 27 years. He was confined to a tiny cell, forced to break rocks in a limestone quarry, and denied basic comforts. And yet, despite all these terrible things, he refused to let his heart harden against his captors. Enduring imprisonment is one thing. Transmuting it into wisdom, understanding, and kindness is another. Mandela learned the language, Afrikaans. He engaged the guards in conversations about their families, their hopes, their fears. When guards were distraught over personal problems, Mandela counseled them with compassion. He maintained his dignity without diminishing theirs. As I walked out the door toward the gate that would lead to my freedom, Mandela later wrote, "I knew if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I would still be in prison." The yogis have long taught that true spiritual vision requires neither hardening against life's difficulties nor fleeing from them. There exists a third way, one that transforms suffering into elevation. Before we can see with true spiritual clarity, we must grow beyond being wounded by the daily assaults on our ego. Harsh criticism, unfair treatment, cutting remarks, being overlooked, sarcasm, and all the small failures and disappointments that fill our days. This doesn't mean we should harden our hearts against these things. Hardening is not the answer, as Mandela showed us. On this material plane, we're constantly vulnerable to others operating at the same level, and the more sensitive we are, the more these attacks sting. And if we try to fight back, returning cruelty for cruelty, we only trap ourselves deeper in this cycle of retaliation. The only way out is to grow beyond this plane entirely, to rise into what we might call the higher regions of consciousness. This is exactly what Mandela achieved in that limestone quarry. He proved that we can absorb life's blows without becoming blow dealers ourselves. If this episode gave you something to think about, please leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you're listening. On Apple Podcasts, go to the show homepage, scroll down to the rating sections, then tap Write Review. On Spotify, go to the show homepage, tap the three dots, select Rate Show, and choose your stars. Reviews signal to the algorithm that this podcast is worth promoting and help new listeners discover the show. Thank you. Your support means a lot and goes a long way. And as always, take this reflection into the silence, and I'll see you next time.